Peter Parker will be meeting a lot more than just some old-school villains in Spider-Man No Way Home, but if you want to know what happens, you'll have to be a real daredevil. Obviously, major spoilers ahead.
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
Let's go ahead and get the big one out of the way. According to an overwhelming number of sources, previous Spider-Man actors Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are coming back as their versions of Peter Parker in Spider-Man No Way Home. One of the earliest outlets to report on the rumors was FandomWire, who cited an insider at Sony who revealed Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire had signed on to the film. This news dropped way back in October 2020, so Spider-Man movie fans have been losing their minds and speculating about the duo's inclusion for well over a year. In the last year, multiple leaks have come out regarding the former web slingers and how they will fit into the No Way Home story. One of the biggest bombshells came in November as leaked set photos made their way onto Twitter. The damning picture showed Garfield and Maguire alongside Tom Holland in their Spidey suits, seemingly confirming the original news from over a year ago. There was also what seemed to be a major leak involving a video of Garfield on the No Way Home set. Despite the leaks, the actors and filmmakers, especially Andrew Garfield, have consistently denied that Garfield and Maguire will be in the movie. So officially, this is still a mystery. It seems like nobody's going to know for sure if it's happening until it happens.
What's happening?
They're starting to come through, and I can't stop them.
In 2020, many characters from the previous Spider-Man series were both rumored and credibly reported to be returning, such as Jamie Foxx's Electro from The Amazing Spider-Man 2 and Alfred Molina from the original Spider-Man 2. Since then, those rumors have been confirmed by the release of No Way Home's teaser and trailer. But the most surprising rumor remains to be officially confirmed, and it involves a character some might have never expected to see on screen again, Charlie Cox's Matt Murdock. Cox played Murdock, the blind and superpowered attorney, also known as Daredevil, in the Netflix series of the same name for 3 seasons. The show was a massive success for the streamer, and Cox's portrayal of Daredevil was widely praised. We were never sure if we'd see him suit up as the Man Without Fear again, but it looks like it's definitely happening, this time on the big screen. A purported leaked photo from No Way Home recently circulated showing Matt Murdock, Peter Parker, Aunt May, and Happy Hogan sitting at a table in May and Peter's apartment. It is clearly Cox in the photo as Matt Murdock, and it looks as if he might be giving Peter legal advice. The likelihood of the photo being authentic is boosted by comments from Marvel head honcho Kevin Feige, who confirmed earlier this month that if we see Daredevil in a future MCU project, Cox would be the one playing him. Despite those exciting developments for Daredevil fans, leaks also suggest this is a brief appearance, so don't get too excited about the idea of Spider-Man and Daredevil fighting back-to-back. Not in this movie, at least. As Spider-Man No Way Home gets closer to release, with a locked-in edit and the movie going out to different theaters and countries, some sources have been spreading purported plot leaks for the movie. One plot leak, which seems to support several previous smaller leaks, has gained an immense amount of traffic over on Reddit. The post is a translation of a Chinese website which allegedly details the entire plot step by step. According to the story spoiler, Peter's friend Ned will have a significant role in the film, not just as a sidekick, but as a driver of the plot. After Peter and Doctor Strange have a physical altercation, Peter winds up with Stephen's sling ring and gives it to Ned. They somehow get separated from one another, and Ned and MJ are now on their own trying to find Peter. According to the plot leak, Ned opens a portal in an effort to find Peter Parker, and Andrew Garfield's Peter walks through. When they try to find the Tom Holland Peter through another portal, Tobey Maguire's Spidey enters. Both are reportedly in their everyday clothes and have to convince MJ and Ned that they genuinely are different versions of Spider-Man.
Of Spider-Bed. Of Spider-Bed.
One of the most surprising, albeit more minor, leaks regarding Spider-Man No Way Home is about Doctor Strange's role. According to the same Reddit story spoiler, Doctor Strange does not have a very large part in the movie. This comes as quite a shock, given that he occupies a hefty amount of both trailers. He seems pretty integral to the story, but this leak is suggesting that's not the case.
That feels weird, but I'll allow it.
The leak suggests that Doctor Strange is brought into the final battle of the movie after Ned mistakenly opens a portal, bringing him through. This is at nighttime, where we see Peter and Doctor Strange together, apparently as the multiverse begins to crack apart. The leak then suggests Doctor Strange will try and hold this rift in the multiverse together throughout the entirety of the final battle, which will see the 3 Spider-Men take on Lizard, Electro, and Sandman, as we see in the second trailer. In the second trailer for the film, we see a terrifying moment for MJ. She and Ned are present for the fight at the Statue of Liberty, and in the scuffle, the scaffolding around it gives way, and she starts to plummet. The scene draws a sad parallel to the death of Gwen Stacy from The Amazing Spider-Man 2. As hard as he tried, Andrew Garfield's Peter Parker couldn't save her as she died from a devastating fall. Fans immediately began theorizing that MJ would be saved, but not by Tom Holland's Spider-Man. Many suspected it would be Garfield's web-slinger who saves her from the fall as something of a redemption for being unable to save Gwen. Well, according to the story leak, that's precisely what's going to happen. The leak suggests Tom's Spidey tries to at first, but Green Goblin thwarts him. It's here that Garfield's Spider-Man comes in and saves the day. Many Spider-Man No Way Home theories surround the role of the villains in the movie, making their returns from the two previous iterations of the live-action Spider-Man franchise. Between Jamie Foxx's Electro, Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin, Alfred Molina's Dr. Octopus, Rhys Ifans' Lizard, and Thomas Hayden Church's Sandman, that's 5 bad guys from other worlds showing up to ruin the MCU Peter Parker's day. Because Sony has long been reported to have been trying to develop a movie for the Spider-Man villain group, the Sinister Six, fans have long been wondering who the 6th baddie could possibly be. If they already have 5, surely they'd do one more, right? Is it Vulture, Mysterio, Rhino, or how about Venom? Well, don't get your hopes up. According to the most high-profile story leaks, there is no 6th villain in the movie. At least not as a part of a big bad team-up, anyway. While the end credit scene from Sony's Venom Let There Be Carnage definitely teased a meetup for Venom and Peter Parker, with Venom and Tom Hardy seemingly crossing universes and laying eyes on an unmasked Spider-Man, you reportedly won't see an interaction between them in this movie. Some rumors are suggesting that if we do, it will just be a brief post-credits scene. Either way, you know it makes sense. Do you think Sony is going to build up a Venom vs. Spider-Man movie and then waste it all in a movie with 5 other bad guys running around? Venom barely plays nice with Eddie Brock.
I am Venom, and you are mine.
Long before Avengers Endgame, fans speculated which of the major players were going to die. The MCU fandom was confident we'd be losing either Tony Stark or Steve Rogers. Others, people who want to watch the world burn, speculated we'd lose both of them. We did end up losing 2 Avengers, but swapped out Cap for the beloved Black Widow. It's basically Endgame Round 2 right now, as Spidey fans are wondering who will bite the bullet in Spider-Man No Way Home. Everyone has been offered up in terms of theory. Reddit is riddled with theories suggesting Ned, MJ, or Happy Hogan might die, but this new plot leak suggests it'll be someone else entirely. If the spoiler is accurate, we will be saying goodbye to Aunt May. We can feel your stomach dropping. Losing May will be a devastating blow, knocking out the last family member Peter has. Peter, MJ, Ned, and Happy will reportedly all be there when May dies, which will allegedly be at the hands of Green Goblin. The leak suggests she will be impaled by his glider, and Peter will intercept a pumpkin bomb right after, which is meant to finish her off. Reportedly, the bomb won't even be necessary as May will succumb to her wounds from the glider. Peter will also have a chance to take out Goblin, but Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man will stop him. Right after, Maguire's Peter will be stabbed by Green Goblin too, but he'll survive. Remember, Spider-Man fans, for every supposed plot leak out there, there is another that contradicts it. Nothing is set in stone until the film premieres, so we can all hope that Aunt May makes it out of this one alive. Find out for yourself when Spider-Man No Way Home hits theaters on December 17th. Check out one of our newest videos right here, plus even more Looper videos about Spider-Man No Way Home are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.